Today we will see the another concept which is related with viruses, that is the structure of viruses. The structure of viruses are known due to electron microscopy and X-ray diffraction studies. The viruses are 10 to 20 micron in width and 100 to 500 micron in length. The size and the shapes are useful in the identification. Particularly while we observe the viruses, they may be a rod shaped, particularly in a tobacco mosaic virus. Some viruses they are sphere shaped, particularly in a polioviruses, or they may be a tadpoles, as in a fast stage. A few viruses are flexible rods, that means the wheat streak viruses. Some ones they are polyhedron in shape, particularly in wound tumor virus, or some viruses they are rectangular, particularly in vaccinia virus. Such viruses they are obligate parasites and they have no cellular structure. They have few enzymes. They multiply actively within a host. They are non-living outside the host. The viruses or the virions contains the nucleic acid encasing in a protein cover. The nucleic acid forms the core and it is called as a nucleoid. The protein sheath or capsid is form a small subunits. It is called as a capsomers. Most of the viruses which attacks the bacteria, it is commonly known as a bacterophage or simply phage. It contains the DNA is usually double helix, but in 0 to 174 phages, the DNA is a single stranded. The retrovirus has a standard RNA. The viruses which attacks the plants have a RNA with a single helix, particularly in the tobacco mosaic virus. The animal viruses contains DNA or RNA. The polio virus which attacks the children contains RNA, but the virus which causes a smallpox has a DNA. Thus, a virus has either DNA or RNA, but not both at the same time. First of all, we will see the DNA virus or a T phage. The viruses that attacks the bacteria are called as bacterophages by D. Herrili. The large phages are like a tadpole in shape, while the smaller ones are more or less spherical. In a large phages, the head is a hexagonal in outline and 50 to 70 micron across with a thin tail which is about 100 micron long. There are 7 different strains of phages are known as T1, T2, T3, so on T7, which attacks the colon bacillus of these. T4 phage which attacks the E. coli is well studied. It has a polyhedral head, neck, collar, core, sheath, end plate, and 6 tail fibers. The head is a pyramidal hexagonal prism. The size of the head is 95 to 65 nanometers, which consists of about 2000 identical protein subunits. These are called as capsomers, and also contains a DNA which is like coiled thread. The extended portion between the head and tail it is called as a collar. The tail is a contractile and cylindrical which attached to a lower side of head. The tail is made up of thick and hollow piece, a hexagonal base plate to which the 6 spikes and 6 long tail fibers are attached. The midpiece consists of a central hollow core. The neck is a hollow tube surrounded by helical sheath. The contractile sheath comprises 24 rings of hexameres helically arranged around the core. At the end of sheath, a hexagonal end plate is present from which the 6 tail fiber project. The another virus, that is the RNA virus, or we can say that is the tobacco mosaic virus. The TMU particles, these are the rod-like tubular structures. It looks like a bunch of banana. Each rod is about a 3000 angstrom unit long and 180 angstrom unit in a diameter. Each rod consists of two parts, the protein coat or capsid and a nucleic acid. The capsids consist of 2130 protein subunits of identical size. The tube is formed of a single RNA molecule which is coiled about the central axis of the particle. The RNA molecules consist of a 6500 nucleotides. The capsomers are closely arranged helically around the RNA helix, forming a hollow cylindrical of 40 angstrom units. There are about 16 protein molecules or the capsomers. Shows a helical arrangement. Each helical turns and 3 turns of helix contains about 9 capsomers. The rod contains about 95% proteins and 5% RNA. The RNA provides a code which directs the synthesis of specific viral protein in the host cell. Thank you.